Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to use base blocks to add things. So these are base blocks. These are in base 10. So you can see that we have our unit right here, which has one block. Sorry, this is a little bit hard to write on. So we have our unit here that just has one. And then we have our block of 10 here. And then we have our block of 100 here. So we have a unit, which is the 1, a 10, and then 100. So these have specific names. So the 1 is called the unit. So that's what we're going to call the 1. In every base, it's called the unit because it corresponds to 1. This is called the unit. So the 10 is going to be what we call the long. Oops. So 10 is going to be what we call the long, right? Because it's just one long piece of 10 or B, depending on whatever our base is. And then this 100, which represents 10 squared, is going to be called a flat. So these are just generic terms so that we can use the same terminology in all of our bases. Okay, so this is going to be what we're dealing with. So we're going to be dealing with units, longs, and flats. So if you've seen these, you also might know that there's 1,000. That's a three-dimensional, right? We have 1D, 2D, and then 3D, right? 10 to the third is three-dimensional, a cube that has 1,000, but we're not going to deal with that in this course. Okay, so let's see how to use these. Let me erase everything there, because I assume you have it written down by now. So let's see how to use these. So let's just look at the first example from the page 2 of the section 3.3, 3.2 notes. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of everything that we have on the screen, and we're going to do that example so I can write it down for you. So we are trying to add 46 plus 28. So we're trying to add 46 plus 28. So how do we do that? Using blocks. So what we have, and our first number has 4 in the tens place, so we're going to get 4 tens. Move them down a bit. We're going to get 4 tens, and then we're going to get 6 ones. We're going to move these out of the way. Out of the way, so I can get them to line up right. So that's 46. Then we have 28. I'll move 28 over here. Maybe this will work better if I drag it. So we have 28. Eventually, we'll get there. And we need to add them together. So essentially, what we need to do is just combine all of these blocks. So first, we're going to start with our units. So these ones. So we're going to take these 8 from 28 here, and we're going to add some of the units from the 46 until, look, we have a new long here. So once we've added our units, now we have a long of 10 over here and 4 units left. So now we've grouped those together, and we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? These have 7 long, and we are left with 4 units once we regroup them. So that can tell us that using these base blocks that we have 46 plus 28. Oof, sorry, that was poorly written. So 46 plus 28 equals 74 by regrouping in that way. So we typically only have these in base 10, right? People don't typically manufacture these for bases other than 10 just because we live in a base 10 world, right? We use base 10 because we have 10 fingers and 10 toes. And so we just live in this base 10 world. Like I said, this app is the Math Learning Lab. So it's free. I downloaded it before I made this video and it didn't cost anything. So, I mean, even in today's world where a lot of learning is online, you may be seeking out resources like this to use for virtual classrooms, just like I am seeking out resources for virtual classrooms. So this is the Math Learning Lab number pieces. Math Learning Lab number pieces. And so this is just an example of how to combine things using these base blocks. There's an example on page 79 of the book of how to do this as well, but I thought I would just share this resource with you all. So we're going to do the rest of the examples in the other video format where I'm not using this app because none of the other examples are in base 10. So that is all for this example, and that's all for this video.